Then.
It'll say either REC or pause.
Okay. Now, this is my Lindeman that I got from Oregon, off of Kurt Spiegel. Spiegel. I believe its name's Spiegel. We are in the process of reconditioning it. But before we recondition it, we have another small project to get done beforehand, which is this Lindeman right here. Let me get a little closer to it and you can see what we've got it stripped down to. This is the Lindeman that we got from Rod Cole in California. Rod, you probably wouldn't have believed we'd have went this far down with it. But we wanted to make sure it was right, so we went ahead and stripped it all the way down. This is Robbie, my son. He's the chief cook and bottle washer around here, chief mechanic, and Brian is also a mechanic. They're pretty knowledgeable about what they're doing. Sometimes. Till they break something, then I have to holler at them a little. Okay. Here's the rest of the shop. We got everything tore down. And here's Ken. He's cleaning parts. Look at me, Ken. There's Kenny. And we got parts of this thing all over the place. It'd be a major miracle if we ever get it put back together. But we probably will, since we're miracle workers. This is my John Deere tractor rebuilding shop. Okay, here's my sprockets. Head to my engine, which really looks good. Needs rings though, needs a valve job. Beyond that though, there's nothing wrong with it.
Wasn't nothing wrong with it.
There wasn't nothing until they used a sledgehammer to take it apart, busted the rods and all like that. Beyond that, it looks real good. I'm going to give you a close-up here of the block in just a minute.
On the lick envelope, it said one at a time. He got it. But they're bigger ones.
I love you, man.
They're 5x7, so I didn't get
And this is Brad. He just got back from town to get some pictures developed. He's giving Robbie a hard time because he had to fill out all the packages. He don't like to read.
whatever they are. So put those in here.
And we get a close-up of this engine block.
That's all the bearings.
Here's our clutches and the rest of the parts of the tractor. Had to buy some reproduction parts like these two plates, a couple of fenders. Although I'm going to put the old fenders back on this machine.
That ain't primer. That's this case primer.
Send to California or to Florida and got the clutches rebuilt.
You sure about that?
Yeah, look at them.
Okay, you're right.
Brian, is that all the bearings?
Take your hat off.
Yeah, all but these ones that we can shim in and out, the roller bearings, and that's, you're going to decide.
We're going to get part of the bearings at John Deere and the other part in Columbus at the
About time.
Bearings Incorporated.
See if I ever take your
Some more castings that we had to replace and sandblast.
Nope. I'm gonna get these bearings ordered today.
All right.
Back around to where we started.
What about that?
We tore the roller frames apart, the track frames, cleaned them up real good, and sandblasted them, painted them, repacked them with grease, painted all the insides of the track rollers. We'll paint the outsides after we put the machine together. These rails have been gone completely through. This is my BO tractor, 1945, missing the front wheels. We had to do some work on the front axle. We're going to paint, get back in it. And this tractor is my 1935 AR. We got steel wheels for it. We're going to put back on it to have parade tires on it now. Steel rims, but rubber on them. So we'll get the governor put back in it, get it back together, and this tractor will be whole again. We'll put new hoods on them and correct decaling. And here's the rings for the front wheels. And then we get back into my other shop where the boys are working on my tractor. We expect to have this one back together in 10 days to 2 weeks. We also rebuilt these tracks right here. Let me zoom in on them for you. Maybe I will. Okay. We sent them down and had them completely rebuilt. Put new pins and bushings in them. And new bolts. It's been a while since the last time we took pictures, because we had some other equipment to work on and needed to get it out of the way before we finished our tractor. Since the last time that we was with you, we've rebuilt the engine, rebuilt the transmission and rear end, clutches, everything in it. So we're now ready to reassemble everything. This is our paint rack. We paint most of our stuff on. Just an ordinary clothes hanger. Haven't done anything to our other machine yet. Probably won't do anything with it till next winter. This is Brian's B. Got it in here to do a little work on it. There's part storage. And our gas tank that we just redone. Fuel tank. We're back to our tractor. Okay, we'll take a few more pictures in a few days. Hope to get a little farther along on it. I'll go around back and take some pictures of the rear end, and then we'll be off for a while. We got 2 good sprockets. Fit on real good and snug, so we're in good shape there. Replaced the housings that was busted. So we're in good shape there, and I'm going to use my old fenders instead of the new style. So, things going back together real good. So, we'll be good in shape in a few days now. So we're gonna continue on until we get it finished. Okay, we got the tracks back on her now. Getting ready to tighten them and fill the oil in the engine and the rear ends and all that stuff. We got Brad here dumping oil, and we got Brian underneath the dozer. Went together real good so far. We're going to start it and run it a little bit before we put the hood and the gas tank back on it. Make sure we don't have any oil leaks in the parts we got on. Do it one more time, boys.
Oh, yeah, look at all the hay.
Now we're going to start this bugger and see if it'll run. We rebuilt the engine and rebuilt everything else on it, so it ought to run. We had it running a few minutes ago, for about 10 seconds. She's a smoking level, but I think we can work that out. Refine this thing, and then we'll get some body parts put back on it so she looks good, and then I'll show her to you again.
Let's see which ones.
Hitting or not?